And I have no answers. Only silence. Because how do you tell your daughter that the woman she resents is the same woman you still love? It happened one Sunday afternoon. Emily had come over for dinner. Margaret had cooked her favorite meal, as if food could mend broken hearts. But instead of gratitude, Emily snapped. You think cooking for me makes up for years of not listening? For years of making me feel small? Margaret slammed the serving spoon down. I did everything for you. Everything. And all I get is hate. The room shook with their voices. Plates rattled. My hands trembled. And then, silence. Emily grabbed her coat and stormed out. The front door slammed so hard it echoed through my chest like a gunshot. I sat there at the table, staring at the untouched food. Margaret was crying in the kitchen, Emily was gone, and I, the old man, was left alone in the wreckage of love. The father's dilemma. That night, I sat in my armchair with the lights off, listening to the hum of the refrigerator and the pounding of my own heart. I thought about calling Emily. I thought about holding Margaret. But instead, I did nothing. Because what could I do? I am just a bridge, and sometimes, bridges break under too much weight. The days that followed were quiet, but in a different way. Not the heavy, suffocating silence that had hung over our house for months, but a gentle, tentative kind of stillness, like the calm after a storm, when the air smells clean and fresh. I watched my wife and daughter carefully, each learning to navigate the fragile threads of trust and forgiveness. Rachel began helping Margaret in the kitchen again, asking about her day, sharing small stories about work and friends. And Margaret, ever stubborn but loving, started smiling more, letting her guard down, showing that warmth that first drew Rachel to her as a child. It wasn't instant. It wasn't perfect. But it was real. One afternoon, while I was reading in the living room, I overheard them in the kitchen. Rachel, Mom, I'm sorry for not keeping in touch while I was away. I didn't mean to hurt you. Her voice cracked, hesitant, but sincere. Margaret, I know, sweetie. I understand why you made your choices. I missed you terribly. The words were simple, but the weight behind them was enormous. A wall that had taken years to build was finally starting to crumble. I could hear tears, soft laughter, and small apologies.